what up, though? What is up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks4Rell, Sacrifice for Riches. Let me know if the mic is good. I don't want to get caught talking to myself again today. Hold up. Let me set the ambiance. All right, let me get this lighting right. 1 second. I'm a little too bright. Oh, and I see. Hold up. I gotta clean something up. Give me one moment. That's better. What is up, everybody? How's it going? All right, let me make sure that I'm clean. My mic says green. The live says green. The chat check is a check. Okay. All right. What's up, Queen Will? All right, I see you, Jimmy. Lawless King. Hey, love to see it. Welcome, Big Dog. I see you. Mic is good. Thank you. Zoom in on those lips. What? What? Nah, bro. Hold up. You gonna have me. Hold up. I'm gonna have to cover them up. All right. Let's see here. Sounding good. Easy. Yeah. Hey, real talk. Hey, get them, Lawless. Hey. You gonna have me talking like. I'm talking like this the rest of the day. All right. My man's into lips. All right, hold up. I have a streaming quality issue. Stream is 1 second. Gotta make sure that I'm good. Oh man, okay. There might be a little bit of a delay because I'm getting 1 second. All right. Everybody in greens I already know where you're from. You're from Sacrifice for Riches. Love to see the members here. If you're from KGU, put hashtag KGU. If you are not a member of my community or KGU, hashtag where you from. What community are you from? Let me know. I want to know who's in the building right now. All right, there's a little pause right now because I see a potential issue in the bit rate of the stream, and I don't want to. It's lower than recommended bit rate. We recommend that you use a stream bit rate. Okay, 13.5. I don't want to get into it and then something goes bad. It says our connection is good though. Let me just double check something. Whew. I don't know if I want to change that right now. It's telling me to increase my bitrate, and I'm worried that my stream might fail. So I'm gonna do it moderately here, and let's cross our fingers that it stays. Apply. All right, check. Checkity check. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Please help me out here. I just want to make sure I'm good. KGU in the building. Hey, representing both teams. No, you're not. But it's okay, DJ. I see you. Tyra. All right. KGU from the NOLA. All right. Shout out to you. Hey, I just watched. We just watched Katrina, man. If you went through that, like, of course we were like, I just graduated high school when all that stuff happened, but when Netflix ran that special, like it really like let you in on what was really going on behind the scenes that they weren't really reporting. So, but heard y'all rolling now though. What's up, fam? KGU, your mic sounds nice. All right, love to hear it. Thank you so much. Hey, we about to take care of them Cowboys on Sunday, and I can't wait to listen to Stephen A. Smith whip out that cowboy hat. All right, we got the ones. All right, we're good to go. All right, we're gonna get into it. I did not go through that. I was stationed in Las Vegas. Understood. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Stocks4Rell, Sacrifice of Riches. Today, you already know what time it is. It is the rapid fire chart analysis, where I look to the comments, we get your tickers, and I run through the technical analysis of those tickers. All right. What's cool about this is that most of these, when I'm doing them, are set up for swing trades. All right. So that means that these are plays. If they hit the levels, then likely you can hold them overnight. But if you choose not to, likely if you wait for confirmation, you're probably going to run up in that same day. There's no guarantees in the market, but I'll let you know this. If you are a member of Stocks4Rell, Sacrifice for Riches, you are getting those alerts constantly, especially if you're a Megalodon. If you're not a Megalodon, then I do share a play or so a day, 1 to 3 plays a day to the rest of the community. But you guys get those alerts before I get those alerts. These alerts that I set based on the rapid fire analysis here and things that I do behind the scenes are my actual alerts. There's no bots involved, is what I look for when I'm looking to hop into a trade. All right, so if you want to get in on that, then consider becoming a member. If you're a KGU, you guys are already taken care of. I give you a play probably at minimum 3 days a week. All right, so it is what it is. Let's see who else we got here in the building. All right, Lulu. Yep, Lulu hit, Intel hit, Google hit, Palantir hit, Amazon hit, Coin hit, whatever we did last week. I think everything hit based on our levels. But we already know the market came down big. So the only thing that I'm gonna like spend some time on is letting you guys know that I dropped a video on PTRN. Okay, you already know that I was looking at that IPO. I gave it a B4 score, and I'm invested. Right now, I laid out all of the pros and all of the cons, and it's up to you to weigh those options as far as if it's something worth investing in or not. Right? Technically, at $16, it was overpriced. At $12, it's kind of in line based on the PE ratio for e-commerce within that category of businesses, right? So which is about 20 to 30 on the PE. So do your own research. Check out the short video I just dropped, and yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Before we get into the rapid fire chart analysis, I'm gonna ask a question. Are there any questions? And if there's no questions, then I'm gonna grab my timer. I'm gonna flip over to the charts. I'm gonna set this for about 25 minutes, and we're gonna see how many tickers we can get through within those 25 minutes. Megalodons that are members, understand this. After this is done, come Sunday, no, October 1, when October starts, if I'm not mistaken, the alerts will be refreshed, right? And I will have things dialed in for you guys for plays. All right, so I'm getting my timer set up promptly, and then I'm gonna look to the comments for any questions, comments, concerns, and then we're gonna go from there. Now, before I get started, there was a queen in the comments from the last rapid fire chart analysis. The live stream said that the music might be too high. Let me know if the music's too high when I flip over to the charts. Okay, just let me know. Hey, shout out to KGU. Thanks for the PTRN update. I did DCA down on my average. Shout out to you. Hopefully it all works out. There's no guarantee in the stock market, but the one thing that we can say with certainty is that this is a profitable company, right? Which is one of the issues when you run into investing into a new company. Many of those new companies, they aren't profitable, but they have decent fundamentals where like the forward thinking is there, right? They're expected to be profitable, or they have a good business model, good leadership, or something like that, right? This is a rare chance that where we actually have a company that's profitable. Like I said, the only thing is that 94% of the business comes from Amazon. But anyway, KGU, I see you. I don't know how to say your name. Sand. Let's see here, Eddie. Hey, what up? What up to you, big dog? All right. What up, fam? Smash the like button. Yes, please hit the like. All right. So, how is this gonna work? We're gonna flip over to the charts. Before I say go, I'm gonna let y'all know, if you are a member, meaning your name is in green, that means that you will get priority when I'm looking for tickers in the chat, right? So that means that if a bunch of y'all names that are in gray, if like 5 of you put your ticker in and I see a name in green that pops their ticker in, then they get priority. But best believe I get to mostly everybody, just so you know. I think we knock out close to about 20 plus sometimes during these live streams. So your boy's been rolling. The first 1 or 2 sometimes start off a little slow, just because I'm getting off my other job and now I'm just like getting my head into the game of the charts. First time looking at the charts is when I tune in here with y'all. Okay, so second priority is if you're KGU. If you're KGU, please put hashtag KGU with your ticker request. Okay, so when you're asking for a ticker to be reviewed, please let me know your bias, right? So if you have a bullish bias and you're looking to go into calls, or if you're looking for puts, or if you're in the play and you're trying to figure out like when you should exit, if you're trying to buy and hold this as a long-term investment, anything like that, just give me some context. It can be real quick. You can say PLTR calls, or SPY puts, or INTC long term, right? So like things like that, and that lets me know how to kind of provide the dialogue as I'm walking through the charts. Okay, I gotta get my brain going, man. All right, what's up, Hefe? I'm just kidding. What's up, Jeff? All right. Belled at 12:55, waiting on 10:75 or Friday need. I hear you, Jimmy. You're not wrong. I don't even know where we're at right now on that. Ben did it. Y'all get them likes up. Hey, please do hit the like button. Okay. So I won't waste any more time on like PTRN. At the end of this, I might speak to it a little bit in addition to what I've already put out. Just because I know a fair amount of people like follow the channel or subscribe, I think because of the initial video I put out on PTRN. So I just feel like I'm obligated at this point to give you some content and context as far as what's going on. But anyway, we're about to get rolling. I'm about to check our likes and make sure our likes are up. And if our likes are up, then we can get rolling, okay? They were like, man, Rell won't start the live unless he has likes. Exactly. Hey, it's all I ask, all right? It's all I ask. So we got 21 people, right? How many likes we got? I can't see that. For some reason, I can't see all that stuff. Oh, there we go, 15 likes. So we got 23 viewers with 15 likes. Do me a favor and hit the like button. Somebody told me that somebody's gonna give me $1 million worth of game. I'm not a millionaire, just so you know. But nonetheless, I have 5 years worth of knowledge and I know what it takes, right? But if somebody told me that they were going to give me that type of game and all I have to do is press a button, then best believe I'm pressing the button every time. So please do me a favor, hit the like button. And then for that, even just anybody that you follow that you appreciate on YouTube or whatever, hit the button. I mean, it's super easy. Okay, I appreciate that. All right, so 25 minutes on the clock. We'll see if we have time for some bonuses, but get y'all tickers ready. When I switch over to the charts, I'm gonna ask for a sound check, right? And then I'm gonna press go, press the button, and then we're gonna get moving, all right? Let me make sure we are golden. Okay. All right, my chart is crazy. All right, and let's switch over to chart review. Nope, not that one. That one right there. Okay. All right. Mic check 1 2 1 3. How's the background audio and how's my mic? I need to know. I need to know. And then I need to okay. Why is it so hard to hit the like button? I don't know. Why come in this man's house and not ring the door? Henry on, hey, get him. All right. All right, so we're good on the mic and we're good on the background music. We're not too loud. Okay, appreciate that. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so I'm sorry about this chart that you see right here. I was trading futures before market open. And it went well. So essentially, I just want everybody to know that, you know, this is NQ, but the SPY was kind of the same thing. And you can just see every day we kind of had this low right here. And every time we hit this low, we took off, right? So this signaled me for a long once we hit this bottom, okay? And sure enough, we ran up, which was a beautiful thing, right? These are plays and moments that you wait for, right? And then when it happens, this is where you remove hesitation, okay? So, but anyway, let me make sure I'm on the right mode here. Let's get to the rapid fire screen. Okay. All right. So, 25 minutes. Okay. And we're starting right now. Let's get it. Rapid fire. Chart analysis. Give me a ticker. What we got? I'm going to try to miss nothing. All right, this show can't go. Okay, grab. Calls. Ticker symbol. GRAB. I got to pause. I didn't even start it. I need to update my background real quick of the tickers. These watermarks are too much. And I don't want these to be a distraction. But I also need to know the name of the company. One moment. Description. My bad. The timer has not started. It gives you more time to do your tickers. Okay. So ticker symbol is a grab. Ticker symbol GRAB. This is Grab Holdings Limited. All right. So we already ran this and we identified this as a pennant. And a pennant is a bullish chart pattern, right? So we have a pretty much an upward facing, an upward pointing arrow. So that's what you kind of get right here. And we got the breakout that we were looking for. So if you got in on the play and you found the breakout, shout out to you because you made money. Now, if you're looking for calls right now, then essentially this red zone that you see right here, this red zone was a previous level of supply. And it was on a longer time frame. So that means that we're waiting for it to come back down to retest $5.90, right? For us to take off. And it looks like we have. Now, this white line that you see, this is actually my VWAP line on my rapid fire chart specifically. So we are in bullish territory on this ticker, and the best time to enter it would be down here at $5.91. And we did set an alert. Oops, god dang it. We did set an alert right here, and we probably got it in the Discord. But this is what we got. We have a bullish reversal signal, and it looks like we popped in the after hours to $6.26. So as far as where it's going, that's going to be a little bit of a harder thing to figure out, but that's why you kind of tune in though too, right? Well, we have that. Give me a minute. This is the first one. What is this? Okay, that's the high. Okay. Well, 590 is the base. So this is essentially would become my new floor. If we can maintain support above, which for some reason I can't click it. So let me see if I can fix this. Let me thicken this up, turn this to white, and then put this as a baseline. So that's my floor for right now. I can only assume that we're gonna run up to this point right here, and that's at $7.60. So yes, I can see calls happening here, and I can see us running to about $7.60. But beyond that, right now, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more in the background to get it set up for a proper play call. All right, so we're just gonna move on, and we can probably circle back to that. SLV for KGU, we probably hit $40 on this. Shout out to everybody who was playing SLV all the way back when it was about $14, and I called it down here around 17, I want to say, actually. So yeah, when we came back down here and retested about 1586, I called this run up, and I supposed to be in it on January 2026 calls, and I took my profits and never found my re-entry. So for silver right now, I'm gonna have to go to a different chart. The reason being is because I worked this somewhere else, and I don't want to start over. So I want to see and play off of the levels I've already established, but I do need to find that chart. So just give me a hot second, and I'm officially starting the timer now, so you're okay. See if I can find it quick. If I can't find it, then silver is in no man's land, so we might have to get back to it. Yeah, man, my level stopped here. Okay, what can I do? What can I do? All right, let me do this. $37.60 for that. That lines up. Hold up. And I'm just trying to figure out the next target, which is going to be 44.61 is what I'm going to estimate here. Okay, so perfect. This was quick. This is quick. All right, so here's your play. Here's your play for silver, right? As of right now. Okay, there we go. As of right now, silver needs to break above $40.98. So let's just drum that up to $41. If we can break above $41 and confirm on a longer time frame, then we're likely to run all the way up to $44.61. Of course, it won't be a straight shot up. There will be levels to that point, but for now, we are in an uptrend. We have higher highs and higher lows, and we pretty much just need to break $41. If we come back to retest $41 and we reject, then I would be thinking that we're coming back to retest this level here at $40.35. After that, we're going down to test $39.64, and then we have this opening gap here around $39.28. So we could fall down before we rock it up, but you really want to pay attention to this level, and I'm going to go ahead and set an alert because it's going to be a key level for my Discord. Okay, let's flip it back here and let's check the chat. My bad on the delay. I'm always slow when it starts. Okay. What else we got? Adobe 3. Hold on. PayPal, PYPL. Give me the tickers, everybody, not just the company name. Okay, so PayPal, and this is the Queen Will, and she's looking to swing calls on this. So Queen, you already know what time it is. You can look at this and tell what we see, right? And what we see is a chart pattern, pretty clear, right? Pretty clear chart pattern. So this one in particular, though, right? It looks kind of like a pennant. It looks like it's pretty bullish, but we need to have the breakout for confirmation. So you already know. So we got here, 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 and we need 3 points of contact. So we're likely to come up after we retest down here about $65.33, right? Before we go back to test this descending line of resistance, right? We need to break through this retest so we can come back up to hit $79.29, and then the next max take profit target is going to be $93.90. Okay, so that's kind of what we're looking here, and I love that you pointed this one out because we're definitely going to put it on our radar. So let me tag this green, right? And tag this green because these are our take profit targets for that. Keep in mind when you see something like this, right, like PayPal, you're likely to see a manipulative move before we take off. So you could see us break down a little bit here before we take off right back through this chart pattern. Okay, so this is kind of how I see it going right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set an alert for the midpoint here, and then I'm going to set an alert right here above the break of this descending line of resistance, and then I'm going to do another alert. I know there's a lot, but it tells me where I am at all times, right? So I'm going to get signal, aka if you're a Megalodon, you're going to get signal at these levels. There's a lot of alerts, but just understand that they're there for a reason. Okay, sorry for the delay. I'm going pretty slow. NVDA, and I'm finding my words apparently too. So let's see here. Oops. NVDA, Nvidia. We love this as a long-term hold. We should be dollar cost averaging into the position. This is not financial advice or suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, but you know, I have my position. I hope you have yours. So we're gonna eliminate some of the noise on the chart because I don't need indicators until like I'm actually trying to trade it, and even then it's only there for confirmation of a bias in a direction. That's what you use an indicator for. Okay, so we've already kind of loaded up this chart, right? And we've identified that our lows and our highs for Nvidia. Give me a minute. Let me make sure that we are still intact with how I'm thinking, and then go from there. Okay, so this is a little mixed up. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so we got two trading zones for Nvidia. We've broken above my initial trading zone, which the previous level of resistance for me was 171.06, and pretty much my bias was is if we broke above 171.06, we would then be bullish on Nvidia. So as long as we're staying above this level, we're bullish ultimately. However, when you're looking into this zone exclusively, I'm gonna probably get rid of some stuff so we can clear some things up. Give me one moment. We gotta clean up our charts. I actively trade Nvidia, so you might be seeing unnecessary noise. So let me clean it up for you. I don't even know what purple is. My apologies. And I don't even want that there. This is a volume control. Okay, so this is our zone, right? This is my trading zone for Nvidia. So I'm gonna change this to white because white on my charts represents the foundation, the base. Okay, but when you're trading within one of my zones, right, we have to remember that this blue line is a crossing point. So essentially, Anything above the blue line is bullish, and anything below the blue line is bearish, right? And we're on the day, so you see a lot of chop. But if we were to zoom in, you're probably going to see more of the candles living above or below. But Nvidia has been very volatile because it's trying to find a direction. But understand that we're trading sideways here, okay? Nvidia is just stop loss hunting while it's trying to figure out where it's going. And I think the next leg up is 187.98, okay? I would love to see it come down here to 171.06 and then pop back up. So if we break below 171.06 and then we start to see some the bulls start to absorb the sellers and find our way back above this level, then I'm looking for leap calls, and I'm going to go ahead, set an alert, and make sure that we are tracking. I'm gonna say I don't have hold on, we got a swing. We don't got no swing sets. Okay. A rocket. Let's do a rocket. Shout out to Rocket if you guys know who Rocket is. Alright, so leap call options with buyer absorption. I need to put that in here. And I'll leave it at that, but we also understand that we do have an alert for 179.56, and technically if I were to go to here, type in Nvidia, it's probably already listed 178, 179, and I'm gonna restart this. Here's the play for Nvidia, and just because I care, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put this play that would typically get alerted to the Discord. I'll put it in the chat right now. I know I'm wasting some time, but I'm not wasting some time. I'm trying my best to give you some game. Give me a minute. I'm just putting it in the chat. There's Nvidia, okay? So moving on, what else we got? Everything sounds good, like my mic. Jimmy Leaps entry around $23, something to compare to. Are you asking me to run Gemini right now, or yeah, Gemini space station? Is that what we're trying to do right now? Yeah, I know this is a new IPO, so we've already found the high. I know the mid level that I'm looking for, which is 32.78. And now we may have found a floor, but we don't know because we don't have any consistency as it relates to the chart patterns. So what we're seeing here technically is some what do you call it? This is looking like some liquidity grabs for the buyers, right? So I'm not really seeing it yet for us to, you know, retrace and go up. I like the green. I like the thinning of the sellers, right? It's showing that they're losing steam, but we need to see some separation here. We need to see a whale step in or something like that, just to give us some type of clarity as far as where we're going. But as of right now, we can estimate or predict that this might be the floor for Gemini, but we don't know. I need you to understand that Gemini is not a profitable company, right? Gemini is right now on hype, and it's going to be based on what's happening with crypto. So if crypto takes off, then hey, there you go. Gemini has a lot of Bitcoin, so there you go. But outside of that, they're at a net loss. Okay, they're losing a lot of money. Okay, KGU, silver, intercalls, we already did that. Grab, we did that. PayPal, we did that. Weatherman Rail, hey, with the forecast. Shout out to you, Mark. Nvidia calls either short or long, Team KGU. Hopefully I answered your question, Eddie. We got the Jimmies. Nvidia is gold. Yes, it is. Thank you, bro. I was in the play today. Could have made money, but it was potty training. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. There'll always be another play. Hey, the potty trading only lasts for so long, so enjoy it, right? New IPO, Damn, he won a gamble. Yeah. If you have time, call swings on TTD. All right, TTD. I'm not out of time, so I got time. Ticker symbol TTD. That's the Trade Desk Inc. Okay. We've done a play on here. Well, we ran the charts. Okay. We found the high. We have our foundation for the most part, and essentially what we're looking to do is to pick up calls on some support at 41.35. Now, as of right now, on the daily, we actually like what we see, okay, for price action, because we do see a bullish reversal signal. So I'm actually interested in potentially grabbing this. Sorry, this is demand, and actually this is, give me a swing trade demand zone. All right. If you see a darker blue box with a white edge on my screen, that means that it's probably a strong demand zone or a supply zone. Supply zone is a darker red, which tells you that you probably should be paying attention to a potential long or short, depending on what it is. Okay, but they should be printers for you. All right, so we have this zone. It looks like we came up, but we were seeing some buy side liquidity, and then it looks like it wanted to establish some supply, but it doesn't look like it tracked, right? It doesn't look like we closed there. Let me zoom in 4 hour. Yeah, so we don't have any sell side imbalance. So right now it looks like we just can't retrace to retest this buy side imbalance, and we might be pumping up. So we really got to pay attention to this. I would love to grab one contract here at $46, right? And then if we were to fall through, I would be looking to load up more right around here at $44.56. So, and for something like this, now I would load up more towards the end of the demand zone. If we break through demand, right, we have to wait for a candle to close below. And if a candle closes below, or we have sell side momentum, then I'm not looking to jump back in until 41.35, and my position would be closed. So just pay attention. I actually like this right now. We did have a huge sell off, but this is a potential play, right? In the grand scheme of things, we are within a large trading zone. I'll get more to it on the weekend though. All right. DPST KGU. Who is this? Jimmy. I see you, big dog. All right. Again, KGU and sacrifice for riches gets priority. So we're in an uptrend, right? So we broke this downtrend. Now we're seeing higher highs and higher lows. But if you zoom in to this area, they kind of gave you like a head and shoulders, right? It kind of gave you a head and shoulders. So we had, hold up, let's go here. Okay, so we had our little uptrend, right? And then we had our shoulder, our head. So no, this doesn't work out. So this is a false head and shoulders move. Okay, so they do this oftentimes. So like a proper head and shoulders pattern would look like this, where you get a higher low, and then so you will have your high, a higher high, a low, right, a higher low, and then your next one would be a lower high. So that's kind of how it works. So when you start to see like it be a lower, you know what I mean, like a lower low, then it kind of negates what this was, right? Instead, we turn this into a parallel channel, right? And then we simply had a ascending channel with a breakdown, right? A break of structure. We came back to retest it, and now we're here to see if we're going to continue towards the downside and break this neckline here at $99.73, or do we rally up? So we're going to go ahead, put a horizontal line right here, and then this line right here is your make or break. So below $99.73, confirmation. We're looking for some downside back to the last line of resistance, which was at $87.23. I don't know DPST that much. I'm not going to trade this, but more power to you. Next up is Oracle, ORCL. KGU. This is Mark M on Oracle Corporation, ORCL. All right. So we laid this out already, and then we actually estimated that it's going to be that it was going to come down, right? Like, we called the fact that it was going to break, but likely it was going to wick back through. And if it wicked back under this ceiling of 315.85, then we're likely to confirm below for continuation to the downside to 27.30. So we're still trying to make our way down to 275.30. My apologies. And we would be looking for a bullish reversal here. If we don't get that, then we're looking for it to break through and confirm below this level so we can ride the wave down to about 253.81. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If we break below that, then you have your levels. I already have them listed here for you. Hopefully it all makes sense, right? But this right here is a trading zone that we would fall into. Okay, trading zone 1, trading zone 2. Okay, we would want to stay in trading zone, the higher one. I'm going to go ahead and mark this white because we're still in this zone, and then I'm going to go ahead and tag your crossroads here real quick because this is your crucial level. Okay, so below 294.75 we're bearish, above it we're bullish. That's kind of how you got to look at this one. All right, moving on. What's next? Poet options by GQ. I see you. Poet, ticker symbol POET. This is Poet Technologies. And let's see what we got here. Well, we got a double top, right? That didn't really go through. So it's more of a hold up. You got, this is a good one. So we're at a key level right now. Okay, this is a key level right now. Above this level we're bullish, below we're bearish. What is this? $6.14. So at $6.14, if we stay above this level we're more bullish. If we fall below this level then we're bearish. That's kind of how this one is working out right now. But I want to zoom in and then see what this pattern shows me, because this actually shows me something. Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is an actual pattern, right? And I have to use my cheat sheet because I forgot what it's called. I think it's called an ascending. It's not an ascending wedge, but I like to be accurate when I call these things out. So yeah, it's an ascending triangle. Okay, so an ascending triangle, right? This is a neutral position, right? So something like this, if you're looking for a play, you're gonna have to wait essentially for us to break the structure, which is normal, right? But understand this: if you are a volume profile user, then you have to understand that you're pretty much in a D-shaped position. Like, this is essentially, it's essentially neutral, right? So you just got to be careful because you're going to be playing highs and lows, highs, and then to the point of control here at 505. And if we break below that, then you're going to 332. Okay, so just be careful. Wait for the breakout. We love to see the same breakout above $7.59, and then with some bullish momentum. And if we can do that, find support, then sky's the limit, right? Then you just end up in this chop zone, which again, if you want to do a volume profile on this, it's pretty crazy. I don't like that. Hold up. I can't do that. Anyway. Yeah, most of the volume is down low. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Anyway, moving on. Thanks. Waiting on the 200 EMA. Yep. Use those indicators. All right. We got Groot can trade. Looking for PTIR from KGU. PTIR. Is this that accurate company? PTIR for swings. This is Granite Shares 2x long PLTR daily ETF. Is this what you're trying to do? Just make sure that I'm correct on this. Please confirm. But, and I'm probably behind a little bit too. Sorry. We got 2 minutes left on this. All right. So you had this uptrend happen. All right. And it's still kind of there except for this peak here. So when you're looking at this, I'm pretty much paying attention to this gap, which my gaps on my page are typically gray, with just a gray border. So that just tells me that it's like an opening gap of some sort. But beyond that though, before that, we do have demand kind of hitting right here. And then because we're on the daily, we're going to go with a swing side demand zone. So what you like to see for this is for us to come back down to retest this level of 28.26, right? This is the ideal area for you to hop into potential longs, okay? So the range is 28.26 to 25.52, okay? So within that range, this is where the buyer should be living, right? And the best thing to do, not financial advice, is to look for calls towards the bottom half of this zone, okay? Meaning ranging between 26.89 to 25.52. Now, sometimes we have real bullish reaction when we hit these demand zones. So if you see this as an aggressive zone, right, then you're looking for entry the moment we pop off, when we hit it. All right. So, man, Henry. Okay. You're in KGU. Did I miss your ticker, big dog? I'm scrolling up. Henry, Adobe. Oh, Adobe. My timer just went off, but Adobe. Sometimes I don't catch everything, okay? So bear with me. And I know y'all for the most part who's in KGU and who's not, but still put it there because I'm trying to move with a quickness, all right? So big dog, we ran through Adobe not long ago, okay? I want to say it was last week, and we priced this out. We said we were looking for the break of structure, right, of this descending triangle. And we were looking for confirmation below so we can go ahead and grab shorts. Now, we did say that we would see a false move towards the downside, and then it would likely pop back in before we rock it up. And this is kind of funny, like how it kind of worked out. But we're kind of doing the same thing. We need to break back into this at 372.34 to consider hopping into calls. Okay. Even then, be careful, okay? Be careful. The cool thing is that if you were to get in at 371.25, right, then your stop loss is pretty tight, okay? So, but what you want to do is wait for confirmation below this level or above this level to look for calls, right? With a take profit target being at 421.07. So it could be a pretty nice move for you if you were to hop in, but I definitely would be looking at a contract a little further out. Just now. I hope that helps. All right. That is it. So today, what did we cover? We covered silver. We covered, hold up, PTIR, Granite Shares. We covered Poet. Hold on. Let me make sure. My bad. We covered Poet, ticker symbol POET Technologies. We covered Oracle Corporation, which is ORCL. DPST, which is Direct Sun Daily Regional Banks. Okay. The Trade Desk TTD, Gemini Space Station, ticker symbol GEMI, Nvidia, NVDA, PayPal, PYPL, Silver, as I said, Grab Holdings, ticker symbol GRAB, Pattern Group. I don't think we talked about it. We talked about it, but we didn't cover the charts. But ticker symbol PTRN. We did pretty okay. All right. It wasn't our fastest one, that's for sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I want to say 12 or 13 tickers covered. Shout out to y'all for fueling this live stream. If you have not hit the like or the subscribe button, please do so. And let's see where our poll ended. We did not hit my target goal for super chats. It is what it is. But ending the poll now. And when I asked what you're most interested in, 59% of you said trading options, 33% of you said trading stocks, 8% said long-term investments. All right, so what does that tell me? That tells me that there's a lot of traders in the building. And it doesn't necessarily mean that y'all are not long-term investors. That just means that you are here for and you are in the market actively trying to learn and or doing trading of options. So if you're interested in learning how to trade options, then consider joining the Discord, either Sacrifice for Riches or KGU. We live trade on both. We do live training sessions. So pick your poison, right? It is what it is. Shout out to Mateus Jackson. Thank you for becoming a member, big dog. Love to see it. For the minnows, right? Everybody shout out to Mateus for being the newest minnow. For the minnows, you do have access to our class one-on-one sessions within the Discord, okay? There's a playlist on the channel. Go ahead and find it. If you're looking to access the Discord, just click the members tab and then the invite link is there. We'll welcome you with open arms. Please follow the instructions to get verified. All right. If you want more deep dive information, deep dive trainings, and access to the live trading sessions and live alerts, then you'll have to be a Megalodon. So please do consider upgrading. On a weekly basis, every Sunday, myself, the Orcas, the Anglers, and the Megalodons, we all get together and we break down the month for the market and weekly for our strategy. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense to you. So at the end of these, I typically set a 5-minute timer for any questions. So I will sit here for a little bit and then see if we have any questions, comments, concerns. Let me know how this worked out for you. And then if you have not subscribed, please do so. All right. 12 tickers, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, buddy. Hey, y'all threw me with some curveballs today. Sometimes, man, you never know what you're gonna get. You have to understand that a lot of these tickers I haven't seen. So when it's my first time looking at it, sometimes it's a little slower, but you know, we get through it, and I think it all makes sense. We were able to set some solid alerts, so Megalodons, be on the lookout for some plays. I did not tag them appropriately, and I'll try to make some time to do so, but just know this. If you're a Megalodon and you get a rapid fire alert, and if there's no context, it's still a point of interest, right? Most of them will be the levels to which you just you check it, and if we confirm above it, we're looking at calls. If we confirm below it, we're looking for puts. That's how most of the alerts are set, with the exception, I want to say, of like PayPal. And then of course, if you're seeing alerts prompt overnight or before market open, likely is because your boy is trading futures, and I'm setting alerts for me to for my take profit targets or my stop loss targets, because sometimes outside of normal market hours, futures trades pretty slow, and sometimes I just need to walk away. So, and I just let my play do its thing. All right, so is it possible to get a top 3 low contract tickers in the Discord for beginners? Yes. Intel, Snapchat, SOFI, Yeah, those are good ones. Hopefully that helps. Top three low contract tickers in Discord for beginners. Yes, I would. Yeah, I would say those would be some stocks that I would stick with. SOFI is, for me, really easy to trade. You just need to really pay attention to the charts and then choose your greed level, right? Because I think everybody can snipe SOFI, and in reality, I don't know why I just don't, but I think everybody can make money on SOFI, like without, yeah. I don't know. It just feels like it should be easy. Maybe I should just do a SOFI only month and just trade SOFI options, and that's it. But you know, sometimes it goes to sleep and you know it's choppy. Oh, silver's another one, Queen. Silver is a great one. You just have to identify the levels, right? Hey, real talk though. I don't know if y'all seen The Last Dragon. Hey, but your boy. I'm glowing. I got the glow. Leroy. Anyway, I'm overtired. Victor says, as new person wanting to learn, is better starting as a megalodon. Victor, I believe, yes, it's best to start as a megalodon because you get more exposure and you get full access to all the training, and then we have our own channel and you can ask me a lot of questions. I ask people not to try to abuse my DMs, and people are pretty respectful, but megalodons, for the most part, they get on-demand charts too. So no matter where I am, if you ask me for like a chart analysis, I'm pretty quick to get it to you unless I'm driving or something like that. So just know there's a lot of perks that comes with being a megalodon. Live trading, live training, weekly strategies. You get live alerts that hit like 100%, almost 100% of the time, and a lot more. And there's a lot more coming. We also have an app for the Discord that's going to be released publicly pretty soon. But we have a Discord exclusive app, and then I have a separate version of that app that's a trading app that's going to be coming out for everybody else. Show enough. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody know what I'm talking about. So Victor, yeah, we love to have you. Please consider joining. We're a good community. We're small, but we all are there to support each other and learn and grow. So we've had some people like in our Discord that got close to quitting, and all they did was reach out to me or somebody in the community, and we got them on track, right? And it's really cool that people within our group, they're willing to be open and vulnerable, because if you're not, then and you keep everything to yourself, then it kind of defeats the purpose of a community, in my opinion, right? The community that we have is not about giving you trades, even though that's a nice perk, right? So, which is designed so that the Discord fees kind of pays for itself, but the purpose of a community is it's far beyond that. A community is a community. Just the word itself is exactly why we have one, and it's exactly what we are within it. So shout out to all the green names here right now that's been holding it down, that's supported and elevated me, motivated me, and then taking care of the family at the same time. Like, I couldn't ask for a better group of individuals to kind of have a daily like conversation with. It's really cool. So thank y'all. Just want to say we appreciate you, Rob. Hey, shout out to you, Rue. I appreciate you. KGU all day. Oh yeah, if you're KGU and you're here, I did announce that I was going to release one of the previously recorded live training sessions. So I'll do that shortly after this live stream. I will not tag everybody. I will just post a link in the one of the doctorate tier. I think the dean's list or whatever. I gotta double check which one I'm supposed to post in. No, it'll be in the ones where the OGs can access, if that makes sense. Victor, thank you for the info, bro. Hey, all day. Any other questions, let me know. Feel free to, if you're not sure, everybody that's here, if you're not sure about joining the Discord, that's understandable. I get it. But if you're interested, then become a minnow, right? And then come into the Discord, see how the community's vibing, ask questions to see what other people's experiences are. There's a reason why majority of our members are Megalodons, right? Or have upgraded to Megalodons. And I do my best to pour more value in than you see on the perk list. So best believe I do more than what you see there. And that's by design. So any other questions? Those that are here, so you don't need to go searching for the link to be a member. I'm just gonna post it. There's something I learned from a wise person. They said there's power now, there's no power in later. So if you want to join, just join. Okay? And if it's not for you, then it's not for you. But you gotta, if you're thinking about it, just do it. Nike sign, just do it. I'd love to have you. All right, what do we got? 6:32. My eyes are bugging. I have to fix our app. All right, so there's something new and cool on this thing where I can do a members only live, right? Like during this stream. So in 5 minutes, I'm gonna hit schedule. Super cool. So in 5 minutes, this stream is going to transition to a members only live stream. So if you're a member, just stay tight, right? And then what I'm going to do is just use some extra time to just dial in a player so for any of the members. And then I'm going to cover some of the changes that has happened on the app and what's to come. Okay, so if you want to be in on that, then just stick around. If your name is green, you're going to be good. I think everybody else kind of just gets kicked out. This is a new feature on YouTube, which is dope. Stops you from having to quit a live and start another one. So in 5 minutes. So if you want to be a part of the stream, upgrade. Just wanted to say we appreciate you. Okay, yeah, yep. Thank you. Hey, shout out to Victor. Everybody shout out to Victor. Thank you for all you do and deserve your crown. I appreciate that, Eddie. Victor is the newest Megalodon. Welcome to the community. And I hope that you get all of the value and knowledge that you are looking for, and that we can shortcut the learning curve for you to become a options trader or whatever you want to, whatever you want to be. Right? Big shout out to Victor. Trust in what you said, bro. Bless up. Now, I mean, those that aren't members and those that don't know who I am, I'm super transparent. For the most part, like I'm super transparent. So I tell people that I am not a millionaire. I'm not close. But part of that is because I'm a super conservative trader. I spent 3.5 years of not being profitable, maybe close to 4. Yeah. After 4 years, which was pretty much the end of 2024, close to the end of 2024, is when I start to have like my curve towards the upside. I still struggle. Most of my issues or challenges is mental. It's not my technicals. It's all about execution. and staying out of the zone for too long. So like, why am I sharing that? I'm sharing that because it's important for people to know that I'm human and I'm not perfect. I know a lot, but at the same time, I still have a lot to work on. I don't claim to be somebody I'm not, and I'd be lying to myself if I didn't share with you that I'm still on my journey. I mean, that was the start of this entire channel and the start of the Discord and stuff like that. People pushed me to do it, and I've helped a lot, tens of thousands of people along the way, and so many more people, traders, have superseded me because they have been more disciplined. They take my advice better than I take my own advice. And it is what it is. Everybody's paths are different. Everybody moves at a different pace. They learn at a different speed. And sometimes, man, if you've been trading at this game for a long time and you feel like you just haven't made it yet, or it just doesn't feel like you're close, just trust me when I say, eventually you're gonna get tired of being tired. That's just what it is. Sometimes, like, I don't know, I'm from a household where I got my butt whooped. So eventually you didn't want to get your butt whooped no more, right? So how many times does it take for you to get knocked down before you don't get knocked down no more? And that's resilience, and that's perseverance, and that's the grind that's required to kind of go through this process. And the goal is to not quit. So you can't quit if you haven't tried everything. You can't quit if you haven't mastered yourself. And you can't master yourself if you're not adaptive to change. So those are all important things, and you have to give up to go up. And if you haven't been giving up anything to change anything with your behavior or your mental, then you're going to be stagnant for a while, and that's okay. Take a couple more slaps to the face, and then eventually things will go your way. It won't be perfect. It won't be a moonshot to the upside, right? You'll still get knocked down and you'll still get humbled, but it takes time. You just gotta stick it through. So that's my little side talk, whatever. Hopefully it makes